Good morning. Miahwed Neto Reverend Jeffrey Ryan. We here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Cahuilla, the Gabrielino Tongva, the Kizh, and the Luiseno peoples. We commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly upon this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as God intended in harmony with nature and with one another. So once again, good morning. I am Reverend Jeffrey Ryan. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to serve this beloved community, Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where
love lives here.
Love lives here. Yes, absolutely. It is great to see all of you here this morning on this beautiful August 8th morning, Sunday morning. Happy anniversary to my sister and her husband, Seth. Happy anniversary to the two of them. They're celebrating their anniversary this day. Let's see here. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Pat. And good morning, Cheryl. All of them are on joining us online. And aloha kakahiaka to Casey and Wayne on the Big Island of Hawaii. Today is a very important day for them. They are being installed as the new practitioners of Center for Spiritual Living East Hawaii. And Casey and Wayne, I don't know if you can hear it, but the entire room here is clapping for the two of you. So know that Riverside is with you in spirit this morning as well. And good morning to Lupe and John DeFusco. Great to see you too. All right, so if you are joining us online or if you're here in the room, go ahead and check in on Facebook. Use the hashtags WeAreCSL, hashtag Love Lives Here, just to let people know where you are on a Sunday morning and invite them to join you and to be present with us here this day and every Sunday. So it's great to have you with us. We've been forgetting this part, but I wanted to remind us all that for those of us here in the room, please take a moment to silence your cell phones. We've been forgetting that part of this. So if you do have your cell phone with you, please take a moment to go ahead and silence that. So it is great to be with all of you this morning. I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all of your happy, beautiful, glorious faces. I know that we're all masked, but I can see your eyes and I can see your spirit. And so I know that love lives here, beauty lives here, and right where we are, the power and the presence of the one life is. Yes? All right. Yeah, I think I might believe you yet. Well, it's a little early yet, so we'll warm up with a song, shall we? Here we go. Let's sing Welcome to the Temple. Here we go.
All right, I need you guys to help me with this, so sing in your mask.
I know it says to sit down, but go ahead and stand up and groove with us. Here we go.
Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the sanctuary. You don't have to worry, just come on in. Welcome to the presence. Welcome to the family. You know you don't have to hesitate. Come on in. Come on in. Sit down. this quiet hour. Sweet words of wisdom fill my ear. Your words like water keep my soul sustained. Let them rain, let them rain. Oh, oh. Peace, light, love in me. I hold your presence here inside of me. I rest in knowing you are here. Brighter than 1,000 stars across the sky. How you shine, how you shine. Peace, light, love in me. Peace, light, love in me. Peace, light, love in me. Peace, light, love in me.
Good morning. I'm Dinah Williams, one of your licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. Practitioner Ed Ryan and I will be available for a brief moment of prayer in the prayer room located in the lobby after service. Please don't leave here this morning with anything on your heart. We would love to pray with you and absolutely know that prayer works. Please join me in consciousness. This is what I know. I know that there is only one divine love that is peace, that is light, that is love. And it is always present, ever present, all-knowing, all-loving. And it flows in and through and out every single being, every single atom, every single in-between space, everywhere, throughout all, as all, because it is all. It is all that there is. This peace, light, love. It is in this moment and every moment, at all times, and in all ways. And since I know that it is in and around and through every single thing, every single atom, every single space, I know that it is in me as me too. It lives and moves and has its being in me, in each and every moment, and in everyone, everywhere. It lives and moves. It has its being with everyone in the sound of my voice today, with everything that is. And I know that since it lives and moves and has its being through and around everything and everywhere, I know that each moment, every moment of this day, of this time together, this holy communion together that we have, it is blessed. It is peace, light, and love. It is that moment. And each and every person here and not here, each and every person within the sound of my voice receives all that they need for this day. We all receive exactly what we need for this day in this moment. And I just let this knowledge be so. Letting it be, resting in this moment. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Jabel. Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Max. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dinah, for the beautiful invocation. And Casey wants to let you know, Dinah, that you did a great job. So nice job to my fellow home tree, Dinah. And Jabel, John DeFusco wants to let you know that you're rocking it this morning. So there you are. Good morning to Laura Lopez. Good morning to Tamaro in Charleston. Good morning from Vicky and Marty and Trixie and Nala and me. So there you are. Good morning to all of you as well. So great to have all of you joining us online and here in the room. It is great to see everyone. So let's begin with our focus statement this morning, shall we? So nice deep breath. And here we go. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Earlier this week, I sent out an email, actually, not quite that earlier this week. On Friday, you received an email and we were talking about, I mentioned that, you know, one of the things that doesn't change, that there's been so much change in our lives, especially in the past, 18 months, year and a half, right? That one of the things that really hasn't changed for our community is our commitment to that mission, to emboldening people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. And something else that has not changed is our vision of we envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation, that those things are constant, even though life has been changing, our community is changing, the way we participate in community is changing. Okay. I was like, whoa. The way we are participating, sorry, folks online, we had a device in the room that was on that was giving feedback. So all of these things have been changing, but what remains constant and what has remained constant is spirit has remained constant. Truth has remained constant. The mission has remained constant. The vision has remained constant. What is changing and what is continuing to change, what is continuing to evolve and continuing to grow is how we are fulfilling that mission, how we are living up and being an open vessel, a vehicle through which the vision can fulfill itself through each one of us. And so that is what is changing, but yet the vision and the mission, the idea, the high idea, Spirit's high idea is not changing. Love is not changing. Spirit is not changing. Truth is not changing. The way we are expressing it, the way that we are being called to express it in the world, that is transforming. That is evolving. That is changing. That is growing. So this month here at Centers for Spiritual Living, well, the whole year here at Centers for Spiritual Living, we're working with the idea, we're working with the overall theme of timeless wisdom, evolutionary vision. And this month, as I mentioned last week, we are talking about taking a pause for guidance, about pausing for guidance, that the high idea, the vision for the themes for this year is that we are on this transformational journey. We are on this journey of unfoldment, of evolving and unfolding. And we've come to a time in the year where we have the opportunity to take a pause and to catch our breath for a moment and see where it is that we've gone so far and how far we've come and see where it is that we're going. And so we're taking a pause for guidance. And last week we took a time out for a tune-up. Right? That was what we talked about last week. We took a time out for a tune-up, right? Because maybe your oil pressure is a little low, right? Or your tire pressure is a little low at this point in the journey, and maybe we ought to check to make sure our spark plugs aren't dirty, right? Or what have you. So we looked at that last week in looking at taking time for a tune-up, meaning taking time for a spiritual tune-up. It was an opportunity for us to come together last week and talk about those spiritual practices that we have that really support us, that really sustain us, that when we are tuned in and when we are practicing those spiritual practices, it keeps us running more like a well-oiled machine, right? It keeps us running better easier, that we have less gunk, right? And how easy it is to forget that, oh, all right, the check oil light came on, or oh yeah, the maintenance light came on. All right, yeah, I'll go to Valvoline next week. I'll go to Valvoline. Okay, I'll go to Valvoline next month. All right, right? That somehow we manage to keep putting it off. And so we sometimes do that with our own spiritual practice too, right? Okay, I didn't pray today, I'll pray tomorrow. I didn't meditate today, I'll meditate tomorrow. I didn't vision today, I'll vision tomorrow. I didn't say an affirmation today, I'll say an affirmation tomorrow. I didn't get out of the house today to do any service, so I'll do that tomorrow. Right? And then time just kind of slips and life continues to happen. And somehow we've like, oh, wow. All right, now it's making that clunky sound. Maybe I really do need to take this in. Life's starting to make a clunky sound, and I really need to take this in. And so we had the opportunity really to look at and experience together in this room meditation of going deep and going within and taking that time to pause and taking the time for a tune-up and recharging a little bit. And this week and next week, I want to continue with this pause for guidance. So this week I'm calling it, the theme of the month is also the theme of the day, a pause for guidance. Next week, a pause for guidance, part 2. All right, real original, I know, but it's what Spirit said, so I was like, yes, okay. So part 2. Before we jump into pause for guidance today, what I want to remind you from last week as well is that the community, our community, all of us together, we're here to support one another, yes? We're here to lean into one another, yes? We're here to call each other higher, yes? We're here to say, I see you're struggling. What can I know for you today? Yes? Right. Okay. And how many of us actually take advantage of that yes? We have lots of support, and I want to encourage you to really reach out. There, like Dinah said here, don't leave here with something heavy on your heart. Go get prayer after service in the prayer room. Go do it. It's free. Dinah and Ed are not going to bite you. Probably. Right? We have meditation every single morning, Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. to about 8:30, there is a practitioner there leading us in meditation and then following up with prayer. So every single day, Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week, you have the opportunity on a daily basis to join in community and meditate together in community and receive prayer in community. Daily. Sunday mornings here, we come here, we're here together, but we also have meditation here in the room at 9:30 where we can meditate together. We have spirit groups still going, and some of them are on pause for the summer, but they're going to restart in fall. If you're missing connection, if you're missing being able to be with somebody, being able to be in a group and have great conversations and chat and maybe have some food and a whole lot of fun, join a spirit group. They're there. We're here to support you, to love you, to share, right? And if you've been missing classes, well, guess what? Classes are coming up in September as well. We've got 2 classes starting in September and then one starting a little bit later in fall. But the 2 starting in September are spiritual principles and practices. Hello. Spiritual principles and practices, which helps us get back into oh, right, these are our practices. These are our principles. It's a brand new class. It's a brand new 5-week class. That's starting in September. The other class that's starting in September, for those of you who are considering moving on the prac track, or even those of you who are not considering moving on the prac track, is Essential Earnest. Essential Earnest is about the Essential Earnest homes. It's the essential teachings of the founder of our organization, Ernest Holmes, and what it is that he was teaching and bringing forth. And so it's all these beautiful snippets from all of the different writings and his different lectures and sermons and everything that's been beautifully put together with a continual theme that really deepens you and deepens us into whatever language you choose, whatever it is that you resonate with, that's what we're listening to. Ed had a beautiful meditation this morning from Joel Goldsmith, and Joel Goldsmith uses a lot of Christian language, like Lord and Spirit and God and Master Teacher, Jesus the Master Teacher. And Joel Goldsmith uses a lot of Christian scripture to communicate general principles, spiritual principles, broad spiritual principles. And Ed led us through, and there was the passage of speak, and then there was the word Lord, which I know some people are like, ooh, 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 right? Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth, right? Was part of the meditation this morning. And Lord is another word for law. Lord is another word for spirit. Lord is another word for university. Lord is another word for higher self. Lord is for another word for infinite intelligence. So whatever word, don't get hung up on the word, the language. Whatever word is going to work for you, that's what you're tapping into, and that's what we're accessing when we turn within. Because what we know is that spirit, the universe, divine energy is all that there is, and it's everywhere present. And so we constantly and have access to it. It is ever available to us, through us, as us, right? As Dinah mentioned in her invocation. So visioning is basically a meditative process where we go in get quiet, and we just ask a series of questions. And we wait for that intelligence that is within us to respond. And sometimes it responds very clearly. It's a clear voice. Sometimes it's an image. Sometimes it's a word. Sometimes it's a phrase. And sometimes it's just silence. And that is perfectly okay. And that is absolutely wonderful. Because what it is it's about the practice of tuning in, of pausing for guidance. Right? Because this infinite intelligence, these omniscience that is, knows way more and has a much bigger picture than what you and I do. Would you say yes to that? Yeah. Or no, whatever. Whatever you're thinking. If you agree, it's good. So, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and let's do this. So, what I invite you to first think about is just get comfortable and just think about an area in your life. It doesn't have to be big, it can be small, that you would like a little guidance around, that you like a little support around. Maybe it's, what's for dinner tonight? I don't know. Maybe it's, going on a trip. Maybe it's larger than that. Maybe it's a health issue. Maybe it's a career change. Maybe it's a relationship. Whatever it is, you'd like a little extra guidance and support around. So just allow one thing. You may have a laundry list, but just allow one thing to come up. Okay? And we're just going to go with that. All right, so now I invite you to turn within and close your eyes. And we're going to center in oneness. Recognizing that there is just one power, there is just one presence, there is just one infinite eternal. There is one life, one love, simply one. And it is all that there is. There is nothing but this one. This one is ever giving of itself. It is ever expanding. It is generous. It withholds nothing. It is the one wisdom. It is infinite. It is eternal. It is peace. And it is the love intelligence that created absolutely everything. And so it is divine right order. It is harmony. It is beauty. It is joy. And this love intelligence maintains and sustains its creation. It maintains and sustains its beloved because it is maintaining and sustaining itself. And so this love withholds nothing. This love is absolutely unconditional. It just is ever giving. It is ever present. Never withheld from anyone or anything. It is always available, always present. And so it is present in us right now. And so we center into this oneness and we anchor into this love. And we ask the first question. What is Spirit's highest idea of itself? What is the universe's highest idea of itself? What is energy's highest idea of itself as my life? Or whatever it is that you have brought to mind that you're seeking guidance around, as my health, as my finances, as my relationship, as my home, as my upcoming trip, whatever it is you're looking for guidance around. What is Spirit's highest idea of itself as this? Just simply listen and allow. Just allow whatever comes to come. There's no need to judge it, no need to figure it out. What is Spirit's highest idea? And simply breathe into that. And on the next breath, we ask the question, what must I release? What must I let go of? What obstacles have been in my way? What must I release or let go of so that this high idea may fulfill itself through me as me? What must I let go of or release? And once again, we listen and we allow. And breathing in one more time. With the next breath, we ask, what must I embrace or or embody? What must I become so that this vision may fulfill itself through me? How do I have to stretch and grow so that I can be a greater space for this vision, this high idea to be fulfilled in my life? What must I embrace or embody? And breathing in again. The last question for this morning. Is there anything else? Spirit, divine intelligence, energy, love. Is there anything else it would have me know in this moment? Is there anything else to be revealed at this time? Is there any last bit of information wanting to present itself to me in this moment? And so I give thanks. I give thanks for that which has been revealed here this day, and thanks for that which remains a mystery, trusting and knowing that all is revealed when and as I need the information, if I need the information. I give thanks for the guidance that I've received here this day, whether it was clear or whether it was just sitting in beautiful silence, or somewhere in between. I give thanks for this time and this space. I give thanks for this practice. And I commit to being a transparency for the divine, to being a vessel through which this high idea expresses as my life. And I simply allow it to be. And so it is. So as you're gently coming back to this space, I invite you, if you want to take a note or something on your phone, or if you've got some kind of writing instrument or whatever, or write it on your palm or what have you, just allow whatever came up for you in this moment allow yourself to be present with that. And don't worry if you can't remember all of it, it's okay. You'll remember what you need to remember in this moment. And as we move forward in the day, and as you move forward in the week. Doing this practice of visioning is an opportunity to pause for guidance. It's an opportunity to open and listen and allow that love intelligence that is in all, through all, as all, to provide that guidance that we are seeking. If we're willing to just be still enough, quiet enough to take a moment and listen. So on our YouTube channel, we have a visioning session that I created because I also teach the online visioning course for Centers for Spiritual Living, and I created this visioning session that's on our YouTube channel. So throughout the week, you can go back, or throughout however long, because it's on YouTube, so it's there, right? I invite you to go and access that. The entire meditation, the entire visioning meditation there is about 15 minutes. And on that YouTube video, I guide you through the visioning session much the way we did today. And as you continue to vision, you get more clarity. It's not a one and done. Okay, I visioned, so now we're done, right? It's not a one and done. It's an ongoing process, and the more you do it, the clearer it becomes. The clearer the things, the clearer the high idea becomes. The clearer it becomes of, all right, this behavior has been in my way for way too long. It's time I actually do something about it, right? Or, I've been called to embrace this. I've been called to open my arms wide and receive this. I've been called to stretch in this way. And you know what? It's about time I actually do it, right? All that is revealed in visioning as we continue to vision, as we continue to move forward with visioning. So I strongly encourage you this week, especially, to do that, to go and visit the YouTube channel and watch it and listen and have a little piece of paper there and follow along with it, okay? The other thing I want to share with you is that on Wednesday nights, for now the next 4 Wednesdays, we are visioning as a community, and community doesn't mean this person, just this person, right? The community, right? All of you and all of our online folks, right? As a community, we're coming together on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. to vision on Zoom. The link is there on the website. So it's really easy to click to. You just click on it and then it takes you right there. So just go to the website, riversidecsl.org, and click on the link and it'll take you there on Wednesday nights. We are visioning for our community because, as I said at the beginning of our time together, we are evolving, we are growing, we are changing. The mission remains the same. The vision of a world that works for everyone in all of creation remains the same. But how we as a community are called to be together, how we as a community are called to show up, how we as a community are called to live it out and fulfill it is evolving and growing. So I invite you to be part of catching that vision, catching that high idea, and being a space through which this high idea for our beloved community is being revealed. So once again, that is Wednesdays at 7 p.m. through September 2nd. Yes? Yeah. Okay, awesome. This past Wednesday, we had 2 beloveds, not from our community, but who are friends of our community. We had somebody join us from CSL Edmonton, Canada, and somebody else join us from another place here in Southern California. And it's exciting to hear Spirit coming through them about our community too, because they join us online. They participate. They know who we are. They love us too. So it's awesome to experience, even though they're attending elsewhere on a regular basis, they pop in here and they spend time with us as well. They're part of our greater community. So I invite you to please participate on Wednesdays. Nice deep breath. So this week, remember to pause for guidance. And next week, we'll do a different kind of pause for guidance. It'll be pause 2.0, pause part 2, right? All right. So one of the beautiful ways that you can support this beloved community is through your conscious contributions. And so as being part of the community, we do that through supporting our conscious contribution. We do that through our conscious contributions. One of the easiest ways to do that is by using your phone and doing text to give. It's just like texting a friend, because you are texting a friend, this community, right? We are all friends. You're texting a friend. So texting to 951-419-5858 and simply type in the amount you're choosing to contribute and then hit send. It's that easy. And then also, if you want to, you can go online to our website, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the word contribute. You can contribute there. And those of you here in the room, the back of the room there by my beloved Ed, there is a mirrored vessel there, and you are welcome to contribute there as well. So there's all kinds of opportunities for you to contribute. And if you would like to contribute to the maintenance of the building and grounds, don't forget we have 2 or more. And so I invite you to contribute there as well. Same way, text to give, add more after the amount on the website or in the back of the room. So we are going to sing I Trust in God at this point. And because Spirit is all around us, and once again, if the word God doesn't resonate for you, change it out. Spirit, universe, energy, Frank, whatever you want to call it. All right? All right, here we go. All right, so be looking for those 2 classes. We'll be announcing those shortly, so you'll be able to register online on the website, riversidecsl.org. Also be looking for spirit groups starting. If you are interested in starting a spirit group, we would love to have you begin one as well. So that'll be starting next month too. So you can email spiritgroups@riversidecsl.org if you're interested in starting one of those or participating in one of those. It'd be great to have all of you engaged in that. So I invite everybody to please stand for a moment. And let's repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it. I share it. and I receive it,
I receive it,
and I move love forward
and I move love forward.
because love lives here. Let's sing our love out into the world. Here we go. Let's sing it.
I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. Sing along. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. Yeah, I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. Have a great Sunday. Thank you for singing along. Love.